Okay guys, welcome back to our prolonged agony of taking 3 days to do a half a day project. When we last left us, we had put in our pin, but it was taking 5,000 hours to kick, so I had to stop because I just can't get that kid to come and edit. So today we're going to finish up. We got the cape prepped, I put the antlers on. Now what I've done here, I went ahead and screwed my piece of wood on this temporary board so it won't jump around on me. Then I put a T-pipe on here so that we can adjust this all different ways we want, up and down like this, so we can mark our hole and line it up accurately. So the first thing you want to make sure is that you got this where you want it, which this is a little bit offset. I did that on purpose. So I got that where I want it. Now I'm gonna, hopefully this will work, because normally I just eyeball it, but since we want to look professional, I'm gonna put a little bit of paint on here. Well, that's more than a little bit. That's why I'm not allowed to play with finger paints. Anyway, put a little paint on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this down, kind of rock it. Oh man, it didn't. Okay, well, it's good enough. Made a mark. Good enough of a mark to give me an idea where to put this. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So now I'm going to drill. Well, actually, you can be sure. Move that out of your way. And it broke. Okay, so, well, don't do that. Where's my pipe? This is a piece of petrified wood that was really bitchin' looking. Well, in that case, we're gonna put it here. We're gonna start over. God, I love it. Testas Tuesday Rex. What we're gonna do is call this Testas Tuesday's What Not to Do. Get an idea. Okay, oh hey, that time it works. Made a mark. Let's see if we can do it better. Wow, look how hard this wood is. That's why it's split. I'm just going to keep going slow. I don't think it'll split. Okay. Got to go a little farther. That'll be the kiss of death, right, JJ? Perfect. Now, let's see how we did. gonna work. Okay, so it's gonna work. I can tell that it'll go down in there. So now what we're gonna do is the same thing we did the other day. Oh, but first we're gonna blow this off. Just because. Great. We'll make some noise. Now I'm going to do one more thing. Put a little piece of tape under here and make a little dam for our stuff. Now we'll mix this up. Made it like twice as hot as yesterday, or whatever day we filmed this, I don't even remember. Pull this out. Start filling. Slide it back in. Got a little bit of a leak down here. It's okay. We'll take and put a little more tape. Always have your bucket of water. Some shops have like indoor plumbing. God, what the hell? Don't use this tape. Now you guys found me out. I'm really not a taxidermist. I really am an actor. I just play a taxidermist on TV. I can put the rest of this down in there. Not in here, down there. And we'll be good to go. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's going to lock in nice. And when this rubberizes, we can clean off the wood a little bit. It'll just do like any Bondo does. When it gets rubbery. Okay, now while that sets up, you might want to do something else, because it drives me crazy not having to wait on stuff. So what you could do while you're waiting, you could mix up some mache or antlers or something. So I'll make some oh wait, here's what I want. Mix up some paper mache real quick. We'll take some paper pulp, like I do, ground insulation, a little bit of that, a little bit of dextrin and the glue, a couple couple scoops of plaster. We'll mix it up. The smoother you make this, the smoother the mache is. Fine mache is just really fine cut paper. Me, I don't really care. It's going to get covered by the antlers. I mean the antlers, the cape. So you're not going to see it. But the smoother you make this, the smoother your mache will be, the more you chop it up. Get some water. Mix it up just like you were in kindergarten again. Make a something. What do you make in kindergarten? Volcanoes?
I don't think you make volcanoes in kindergarten.
Oh, something. Made something in kindergarten. Unless I just made that up, because it has been like 50 years since I've been in kindergarten. Okay, we got this mixed up. And we'll mache our skull. All we're doing is replacing the meat that used to be on the skull. We don't want to overbuild it or nothing. That's why you can tell on those consolidated, when you have to use a pound of mache to smooth your antlers in, you know that the head's in the wrong shape. The antlers are set too high if you have a big old mound of mache that you need to smooth it in with. We'll come around to the front. Get this in. Like I said, this, we're not trying to build it up. And if you'll notice here that we always set the antlers about an 1/8 inch down from the top. They don't go flush. They go flush. You put your mache on, you're too high already. You got to have it set down about an 1/8 of an inch. But when you put your mache on, and you don't, again, you don't run it over the top of this line either. You want it to just come to the line, because this head has already been sculpted the correct size. We were talking a little bit about non-typicals too. I don't know if I remembered to show this antlers before it. No, I didn't. This one was shot right here at some point, which made it grow like this. And you can see it in the skull. And that's what made this one be so goofy on this side. A lot of times it's an injury to the opposite side of the body. Now, pour some a little more of this in. It's sunk down a little. So now I've done that. While I'm waiting for this to dry. And then here, I already prepped the cape. And get an idea what this is going to start to look like. Put the ears in because I was waiting on something else. Oh, I know. The camera ran out of batteries. But well, that's going to be nice, huh? So the next step is to put this together. And then we'll go ahead and put the bicycle seat on the back. But what we're going to do, as soon as this kicks, we're going to take this off and let it set up in there so that it, if I have to adjust it at all, in fact, maybe I'll just do that right now and show you. Yep, I'm going to have to adjust it a little bit. where I want it. And then I'm going to have to adjust this when I get it on the panel to get the eyes level. But we're going to let this dry like this so it stays where I want it. And next time you see us, we'll have the skin on this and we'll put the back on, and that'll finish up this project. Jeez, thanks for sticking with me but if I didn't show you how it wrecked while you're doing it, you'd think everything went good, and that's really not the truth. So you might as well show the wrecks as well as the success. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.